This story is called Runaway Cow. Once upon a time, there was a cow. This cow was named Curly because she had a very curly tail. Kind of like a pig, but not really. But she was a special cow because she was super smart. And she was super curious. And all day long, she would just be asking questions to all the other cows. She'd be asking about why the sky is blue, or why rain falls from the sky, or why plants grow out of the ground. She would ask questions all day, and it'd go something like this. Moo, moo, moo. Which means, I really don't understand why it's such a complex world here. But it just sounds like moo. So, the cow was getting tired of not getting any good answers from her friends, the other cows. All they would say in return is moo. That wasn't very helpful. She wanted answers to all her big questions. What's the meaning of life? Why are we on this earth? And why are humans so silly? She couldn't answer any of those questions, and she didn't think the other cows could either. She had to get away. She had to go somewhere new where she could learn. She could get knowledge. So, she hatched a plan. She noticed that those silly humans like to leave their machines lying around at night. So she decided that the next time there's a full moon and it's very bright at night, but all the humans are asleep and all the other cows are sleeping, she was going to tiptoe over to one of those machines and drive it away. She was so excited about her new plan that she shouted, "Moo!" Because moo is all she really can say. So, the night came when it was a full moon, and she tiptoed with all 4 toes, or 4 feet that she has, over to the big machine that the humans drive. And when she got there, she thought, I've seen those humans drive this a few times. I bet I can do it. I bet it'll work just fine. So she climbed up quietly on top of it, and she put her front hoofs on the steering wheel. And then she turned the key with her back foot. And all of a sudden it went. It made so much noise, and all the cows around her started waking up. Moo, moo. But it just kept getting louder and louder. She didn't know what to do. She had to get out of there. And then her foot fell, and it hit the gas pedal, and wow, did that machine take off. It started flying. It started driving right into the pack of cows. Woo! The cows scattered as the big machine started driving towards it. And Curly, she was scared, but she was kind of excited. She was moving so fast. She blazed right through all the sleeping cows, and fortunately none of them got hurt. And then she took off, and she just kept going. She left the field, and she got on a road, and she drove, and she drove, and she drove, and she kept driving all night long, until in the morning the big machine stopped working. It came to a halt. And she was stuck. But by this time it was day, and she was tired, so she decided, I'm I'm going to take a nap. And she fell asleep right there. But then she woke up to sirens. And another machine had come over, and a human came out. And the human started yelling and screaming and saying all kinds of things that didn't sound anything like cow mooing. So Curly didn't understand any of it. But it seemed to have something to do with the machine that she drove. The human kept on pointing at it, and then pointing at the road, and then pointing at all these other machines that were around that seemed to be not going anywhere. But Curly didn't care. She just walked away, and she found herself in the middle of a city. And she said, "Finally, I am where I want to be. I'm with other things, not just cows, and I'm going to learn the answers to all my questions." So she walked through town until she found the library. And then she walked up the steps of the library, and she pushed open the door and said, "Moo!" And all the humans ran away. They were so scared. But she had the whole library to herself. So she got to read books all day long. And she finally got answers to why the sky is blue, why the rain falls from the sky, why we live on Earth, and what the meaning of her life was. And she decided to go back to where all the cows are and tell them all the things she learned. So she walked all the way home. She was so excited about all the new knowledge she had. She took that long walk. And when she got back, she tried to tell all the cows about all the things she learned. But all the cows just said, "Moo, moo," and didn't pay any attention to her. And she felt so sad. No one else wanted to know the things she knew. But at least she'd learned a lot of things. So she decided to stay put. But no longer was she a curious cow. She was a smart cow who knew lots of things. And that made her happy. The end.